Your cat just walked past you like you don't exist, and that means you're the most important person in their world. I know that sounds completely backwards, but stay with me because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see your cat forever. Right now, at this very moment, your cat is probably sitting somewhere in your house, staring at absolutely nothing, acting like you're not even there. You called their name. Nothing. You shook the treat bag. Maybe a slow blink if you're lucky. But mostly, they just continue existing in their own little universe like you're invisible. And here's the thing that makes it even more confusing. Last week, your friend came over, someone your cat sees maybe once a month, and suddenly your cat turned into the most affectionate creature on earth. Rubbing against their legs, purring, doing that adorable head bump thing. And you're standing there, the person who feeds them every single day, thinking, what am I doing wrong? But here's the truth most cat owners never discover. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually doing everything right. And there's one specific behavior your cat does that proves they're more obsessed with you than you ever realized, but I'm saving that for the end because once you know it, you'll never see your cat the same way again. Drop a comment and tell me, what's the coldest thing your cat has ever done to you? Because that moment might actually be their biggest declaration of love. Sign 1, the shadow behavior. Your cat ignores you completely but somehow, they're always in the same room as you. You move to the kitchen, 5 minutes later they wander in. You go upstairs, suddenly they're in the hallway. They're not sitting on your lap or staring at you, but they're nearby. Always nearby. This is called shadow behavior and it's one of the biggest signs of feline obsession. Your cat doesn't need to touch you to be emotionally locked onto you. They just need to be in your orbit. They're monitoring your presence without making it obvious because in the wild, cats don't show vulnerability. But they do stay close to what they value most. Sign 2, the cold greeting. You come home after being gone all day and your cat barely acknowledges you. Maybe a quick glance, then back to whatever they were doing. Meanwhile, you've seen dogs losing their minds when their owners return. And you wonder if your cat even missed you. But here's the truth. That calm, unbothered greeting, that's actually secure attachment. Your cat trusts you so deeply that they don't need to panic or get excited. They knew you'd come back. That's not indifference, that's absolute trust. Sign 3, the stranger charm. Your cat is suddenly Mr. Personality when guests arrive. Rubbing, purring, being adorable. But with you? Nothing. Here's why. Your cat is performing with strangers. They're assessing them, gathering information, deciding if this person is safe. But you? You've already passed every test. Your cat doesn't need to charm you or win you over. The relationship is already solid. They're being their authentic self with you, which means no performance necessary. Sign 4, the back turn. Your cat sits in the same room as you but faces completely away. It feels like rejection, right? Wrong. When cats turn their back to you, they're showing ultimate trust. In the wild, turning your back on something means you don't see it as a threat. Your cat is so comfortable with you that they can be vulnerable in your presence. They don't need to keep eyes on you because they know you're safe. Sign 5, the silent stare from across the room. Sometimes you catch your cat just watching you from a distance. Not meowing, not approaching, just observing. This is your cat checking in on you. They're keeping you in their awareness without making it obvious. It's like when you're at a party and you keep track of where your best friend is without actually talking to them. You just like knowing they're there. Sign 6, the nighttime guardian. Your cat sleeps near your bedroom door or positions themselves between you and the entrance. They act like they randomly chose that spot, but it's not random. They're guarding you while you sleep. Protecting their most valuable resource, which is you. This behavior goes back to their wild instincts, but they only do it for beings they're deeply bonded to. Here's the science that explains everything. In animal psychology, there's something called secure attachment theory. It was originally studied in human children but applies perfectly to cats. When a child feels deeply secure with their parent, they don't need constant reassurance. They play independently because they trust the parent is there. Cats do exactly this with their humans. A study at the University of Lincoln found that when cats' owners left the room, the cats barely reacted. Their stress levels stayed calm. But when strangers left, their cortisol spiked and they became alert. At first, researchers thought this meant cats don't care about their owners. But they discovered the opposite. The cats were secure. They trusted their owners would return. The cats who got anxious when owners left, those had insecure attachment. So when your cat ignores you, they're not being cold. They're showing you they feel safe. They don't need to monitor you constantly because the bond is so strong it doesn't need verification. That's trust at the highest level. Your cat isn't performing for you anymore. They're just being. And in cat psychology, that comfortable existence in your presence without constant interaction, that's love in its purest form. Here's what most cat owners never realize. Your cat's love isn't loud. It's not needy or performative. It's quiet. It's subtle. It's in the way they position themselves between you and the door at night. It's in the way they groom themselves near you, a self-soothing behavior they only do when feeling completely safe. It's in the way they structure their entire day around your presence while acting like you're invisible. Cats don't love like dogs. Dogs are obvious, loud, enthusiastic. But cats love like introverts. Deeply, quietly, with loyalty that doesn't need applause. They love in a way that's easy to miss if you're expecting dog-like devotion. And the reason your cat ignores you but is emotionally obsessed? You're not just their owner. You're their secure base. The one constant they don't have to question. The person they trust so completely they don't even need to look at you to know you're there. So the next time your cat walks past you without a glance, don't take it personally. Because in that moment, your cat is telling you something most people never hear. They're saying, "You are my safe place. You are the one I don't have to impress. You are the person I trust enough to just be myself around." And that's the deepest form of love a cat knows how to give. Cats don't attach to people who feed them. Studies prove that. They attach to people who make them feel secure. Who respect their boundaries. Who understand their language. If your cat ignores you, it means you've done everything right. You're not just a cat owner. You're the person your cat chose. The one they feel safe enough with to drop all pretense and just exist. No performance, no masks, just them in their truest form, knowing you'll still be there. Your cat may never jump into your arms or follow you with obvious devotion. But they'll stay close. Always close. In the same room, the same space, the same orbit. In that quiet presence, that subtle shadow, that gentle trust. That's how you know you matter. That's how you know you're loved. That's how you know that to your cat, you're everything.